So this revision video is for grade 4 social studies chapter 4, 5 and 6, and we are going to see a revision plus summary in this video. Okay, we have some important points to remember from all the 3 lessons. So let us go one by one. So the 4th chapter in your book is the northern mountains and the northern plains. So the northern mountains, one by one, let us see about the physical features of India. So first one is the northern mountains. First comes the northern mountains. The northern mountains are the Himalayan mountains, which is divided into 3 parallel ranges. I hope you all remember the divisions of the northern mountains. Let me tell you, greater Himalayas, it is called Himadri. The lesser Himalayas called Himachal, and outer Himalayas called the Shivaliks. The outer Himalayas called the Shivaliks. And the importance of Himalayas are, it forms a natural barrier between India and China. It forms a natural barrier. So it stays as a natural barrier between India and China. So it's like a border to India and China, natural border. And it gives rise to perennial rivers. So what is perennial rivers, children? Perennial rivers in the sense, throughout the year, the river will give us water. So that is called as perennial rivers. So it consists of the perennial rivers such as Ganga and Yamuna, and it also sustains a very rich variety of plants and animals. So it consists of forests in the Himalayan regions, and which consists of rich variety of plants and animals. I will repeat it again, children. The northern mountains. The northern mountains is at the north pole of the India, as you can remember from the map which I show. So the northern mountains are the Himalayan mountains, which is divided into 3 parallel ranges. So in the northern mountains there is 3 divisions. So the first division is the greater Himalayas called Himadri. The greater Himalayas called Himadri. The next one, the lesser Himalayas called Himachal. The lesser Himalayas called Himachal, and outer Himalayas called Shivaliks. The outer Himalayas is otherwise known as Shivaliks. So these are the 3 divisions, and the importance of Himalayas are, it forms a natural barrier between India and China, and it gives rise to perennial rivers such as Ganga and Yamuna. Perennial in the sense, we will get water throughout the year. And it also sustains a very rich variety of plants and animals. It also sustains a very rich variety of plants and animals. So next, let us move on to the northern plains. Northern plains. The plains are the area of flat land which is suitable for large scale farming. So what is plains? Plains is a flat land, flat area which is suitable for large scale farming. So in the plain regions, agriculture is very important, and the agricultural lands in this area are irrigated by 3 river basins. The agricultural lands in this area are irrigated by 3 river basins. So what is river basins? The area watered by the rivers are called as basins. So in this region we have 3 river basins such as Ganga basin, Sutlej basin and Brahmaputra basin. So Ganga basin is in the center of North India, and Sutlej basin is in the west of North India, and Brahmaputra is in the east of North India. Understood, children? That's all about the first chapter. So here we saw about the northern mountains and the northern plains. So northern mountains consist of Himalayan regions, and northern plains is the flat lands which consist of 3 basins such as Ganga basin, Sutlej basin and Brahmaputra basin in the east. plains. The next one, the Ganga originates in the dash glacier. So we get Ganga river from which glacier, children? It is from Gangotri glacier. So we get Ganga river from Gangotri glacier from the Himalaya. And the Satluj enters India through which pass? Satluj enters India through Shipkila Pass. Satluj enters India through Shipkila Pass. And fifth one, the dash is the highest mountain range in the world. So which is the highest mountain range in the world? When comparing the whole world, Himalayas is the highest mountain range in the world. Himalayas is the highest mountain range in the world. Okay, the next one is choose the correct answer. The first one, the Himalayas extend dash kilometer from east to west in India. The Himalayas extend from dash kilometer from east to west in India. So the answer is the Himalayas extend 2400 kilometer from east to west. And a slow moving river of ice is called glacier. A slow moving river of ice is called glacier. The next one, Royal Bengal tigers reside in the Sundarbans. So in the Sundarban forest, the Royal Bengal tigers reside. The Royal Bengal tigers live in Sundarbans forest. The rivers Brahmaputra and Dash originate in Tibet. So two rivers originate from Tibet. So which are the two rivers? The Brahmaputra and the other is Satluj. Brahmaputra and Satluj. And next one, answer the following. The first one, arrange the three ranges of Himalayas from north to south. Arrange the three ranges of Himalayas from north to south. So the three ranges of Himalayas are Himadri, Himachal and Shivalis. Himadri, Himachal and Shivalis. So Himadri is otherwise known as Greater Himalayas. Himachal is otherwise known as Lesser Himalayas. And Shivalis is otherwise known as Outer Himalayas. Understood, children? I'll repeat it again. Arrange the three ranges of Himalayas from north to south. The first one is Himadri, second one is Himachal, and third one is Shivalis. The second question is, name any two famous tourist spots in the greater and the middle Himalayas. Name any two famous tourist spots in the greater and the middle Himalayas. The answer is, in the greater Himalayas, the two tourist places are Loktak Lake and Bijoy Sagar. Loktak Lake and Bijoy Sagar. In the lesser Himalayas, the two tourist places are Darjeeling and Shimla. In lesser Himalayas, it is Darjeeling and Shimla. In greater Himalayas, it is Loktak Lake and Bijoy Sagar. The third question is, what is a river basin? What is a river basin? The area of large, low-lying, watered by a river and its tributaries are called river basins. So what is a river basin? The area of large, low-lying, watered by a river and its tributaries are called river basins. Watered by a tributary and its river and its tributaries are called river basins. The fourth question is, what are the northern plains? Why are the northern plains fertile and well populated? Why are the northern plains fertile and well populated? The flat land to the south of the northern Himalayas are northern plains. They are fertile because of two reasons. So they are fertile because of two reasons. The two reasons are the perennial rivers originating from Himalayas. The rivers bring along the highly fertile alluvium which supports high yield of agriculture. First one is because of the perennial rivers. The perennial rivers will give water throughout the year. The second one is these perennial rivers bring highly fertile alluvial soil. These rivers, through the flow, it will bring the alluvial soil which supports high yield of agriculture. So these are the reasons why these northern plains are well populated. Understood, children? Now we are moving to detailed answers. So your first detail is differentiate greater Himalayas and lesser Himalayas. So first we are going to see the greater Himalayas and the next one it is lesser Greater Himalayas average height is 6,000 meters and lesser Himalayas average height is 3,700 to 4,500 meters. Mount Everest. In Greater Himalayas, the mountains are Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, Nanda Devi lies in this range, and in lesser Himalayas, Rohtang Pass is the high mountain pass in this range. So Rohtang Pass alone in the lesser Himalayas, and in Greater Himalayas it is Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, Nanda Devi lies in this range. The next point is the temperature remains very low. The temperature in the Greater Himalayas is very low because it is too high, and the lesser Himalayas has cold winters and mild summers. The lesser Himalayas has cold winters and mild summers. The Greater Himalayas is not fit for human settlement. The Greater Himalayas is not fit for human settlement because there is too cold. So human settlement is not possible. And in lesser Himalayas they are well populated. The lesser Himalayas support some agriculture. So it is well populated. Understood, children? The next one you have map work, and on a political map of India mark the following: the Greater Himalayas and label any two Himalayan states of India. The first one is the Greater Himalayas and label any two Himalayan states of India. So this is the Himachal Pradesh. This region is Himachal Pradesh. It is a Himalayan region, and this area is Greater Himalayas. This area is considered as the Greater Himalayas, and here it is Arunachal Pradesh, which is a Himalayan region. This Arunachal Pradesh is a Himalayan region. The next one we are moving to the 5th chapter, the Plateau and Desert region. The Plateau and Desert region. A plateau is a region which is located in the southern part of India. A plateau region is located in the southern part of India. At the bottom of India it is the plateau region. And a plateau is a highland which is higher than the land around it and has a flat table-like top. Hence it is otherwise known as the tableland. So it is also like a mountain. It is not like a mountain, but it is a highland which have a flat at the top. And it is otherwise known as tableland. And river Narmada divides this plateau into two parts. They are Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateaus. These are the two divisions in the plateau region. And first one it is Central Highlands. The Central Highlands consists of the Malwa Plateau and the Chota Nagpur Plateau. The Central Highlands consists of the Malwa Plateau and the Chota Nagpur Plateau. And the second one it is the Deccan Plateau, which is bounded by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. The Deccan Plateau is divided by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. So I hope you would have received a video in which I have taught each and everything from this lesson. So the plateau region is divided into two: the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateaus. The Central Highlands consists of Malwa Plateau and the Chota Nagpur Plateau, and Deccan Plateau consists of the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. Understood, children? So now we are moving to the Great Indian Desert. So which is considered as the Great Indian Desert? Yes, Thar Desert is considered as the Great Indian Desert. So deserts are the dry area which receive very low rainfall. So the regions which receive very low rainfall and dry area is called as deserts. The Thar Desert is called the Great Indian Desert. The Thar Desert is called the Great Indian Desert, and it spreads across India and Pakistan, which lies mostly in Rajasthan. So this Thar Desert lies mostly in the state of Rajasthan. Because of the dryness, there is insufficient water, and to tackle this problem, government had built a canal called Indira Gandhi Canal. So because of this dryness, there was no sufficient water available to the people, those who live in the Thar Desert. So the government had built a canal named as Indira Gandhi Canal, and this canal will get water from the river Satluj. This Indira Gandhi Canal get water from the river Satluj. And camel is the main animal present in this region, which is used as the ship of the desert. Camel is considered as the ship of the desert because people use the camel to move from one place to another or carry the goods in camel. So this camel is called as the ship of the desert. So let us discuss some 1 marks and question answers from this lesson, children. So the first is fill-ups. The largest plateau in India is the Deccan Plateau. The largest plateau in India is the Deccan Plateau. So the two division of plateau is Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. In that, the Deccan Plateau is the largest plateau. And the Nagarjuna Sagar dam is built across river Krishna. So this is a dam which is built across the river Krishna. So the name of the dam is Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. The next one, Fog Falls in Karnataka is the highest waterfall in India. Fog Falls in Karnataka. Fog Falls in Karnataka is the highest waterfall in India. And Aravalli Hills or mountain ranges are situated to the southeast to the Thar. So to the southeast of the Thar desert, the Aravalli range, Aravalli mountains is present. And Antambur and Sariska are two national parks of Rajasthan state. So these are the two parks which is situated in the state of Rajasthan. The name of the two parks are Antambur and Sariska. The next one it is choose the correct answer. First one, the river divides the southern plateau into Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. The river divides the southern plateau into Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. So which river divides the plateau into two? So the name of the river is Narmada. Yes, the river Narmada divides the plateau into two as Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateaus. The next one, this plateau is not a part of the southern plateau. So this plateau is not a part of the southern plateau which is in India. So the name of the plateau is Tibetan Plateau. So Tibetan Plateau does not inside our country. So the next one is the Eastern and Western Ghats meet at these hills. The Eastern and Western Ghats meet at these hills. So in which hills? The answer is Nilgiri. The Eastern and Western Ghats meet at these hills. So the name of the hill is Nilgiri. And it is a seasonal river of the Great Indian Desert. It is a seasonal river of the Great Indian Desert. So in Great Indian Desert, which is the seasonal river? River Lani. River Lani. And the Indira Gandhi Canal gets its water supply from this river. So Indira Gandhi Canal gets water from which river, children? It is from Satluj river. It is from river Satluj. So let us move on to the question and answers. Your first question. Let us move on to answer the following, children. Your first question is, what is a plateau? What is a plateau? A plateau is a high land which is higher than the land around it and has a flat table-like top. So a plateau is a high land which consists of a flat land at the top. This is otherwise known as the tableland. This is otherwise known as the tableland. Your second question is, why are the Central Highlands good for agriculture? Why are the Central Highlands good for agriculture? The fine black soil in the Malwa Plateau region is suitable for the growth of cotton and oil seeds. So why the Central Highlands is good for agriculture? Because it consists of a fine black soil in the Malwa Plateau and it is suitable for the growth of cotton and oil seeds. So it is suitable for the growth of cotton and oil seeds. So let us move on to the third question. Differentiate between Deccan rivers and Himalayan rivers. Deccan rivers and Himalayan rivers. So first it is Deccan Plateau and Himalayan rivers. The rivers in the Deccan Plateau and the Himalayan rivers. So your first point is, the Deccan rivers in this region are seasonal. The rivers in the Deccan Plateau is seasonal. the melting snow of the Himalayas gives rise to major rivers like Ganga and Yamuna. So the perennial rivers rises from the Himalayas melting snow. So the melting snow of the Himalayas give rise to the major rivers like Ganga and Yamuna. The next one, why is camel called as ship of desert? Why is camel called as ship of desert? So answer is, people in the desert use camel to move from one place to another. So it is called as the ship of the desert. So people in the desert use the camel to move from one place to another. So it is called as the ship of the desert. The next question, how has the Indira Gandhi Canal benefited by the people of the Great Indian Desert? So being a desert, the Thar Desert suffers from water shortage. Being a desert, Thar Desert suffers from water shortage. There was no sufficient water. So village often walk long distances to fetch water. So the village people always walk a long distance to fetch water. And the government has built Indira Gandhi Canal to help people in supplying drinking water and irrigating the land. So the government has built Indira Gandhi Canal to help people in supplying drinking water and irrigating the land. Understood, children? That's all about your question and answer. Now it is time for map. So on an India political map, mark the following places that are by the Great Indian Desert. So on an India political map, we have to mark the regions which is present in the Great Indian Desert. So these two regions we have to mark, Punjab and Rajasthan. So here it is. This is Punjab. This region is Punjab and this region is Rajasthan. This is Punjab and this is Rajasthan. These are the two regions which have the Great Indian Desert, that is the Thar Desert. Now that's all about your fifth chapter. Now we are moving to the sixth chapter, the coastal plains and the islands. The coastal plains and the islands. What is a coastal plain? A coastal plain is an area of flat, low-lying land adjacent to the sea. So the area near the sea is called as the coastal plain, which is a flat land. The coastal plains are divided into the western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains. So the coastal plains consists of two divisions, the western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains. So the western coastal plains are divided into three parts. They are Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast. So the western coastal plains is divided into three parts, Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast. And the eastern coastal plains are divided into two parts, the northern Sarkars and the Coromandel coast. The eastern coastal plains is divided into two parts, the northern Sarkars and the Coromandel coast. So we studied about the coral reefs and ports in this chapter, right? So we use ports in order to load and unload the ships. The place where all the ships come and load and unload goods is called a port. So we studied about coral reefs in this lesson. So what is a coral reef? It is a animal in the form of plant which does not move from one place to another. It is an animal in the form of plant which does not move from one place to another. That is called as coral reef. So this is what we studied in this coastal plains. Yes, children? So I repeat it again. A coastal plain is an area of flat land which is adjacent to the sea. The flat area near the sea is called as a coastal plain, and the coastal plains are divided into western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains. So the western coastal plains have three divisions, the Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast. And eastern coastal plains have two divisions, northern Sarkars and the Coromandel coast. You would have studied in deep about these divisions during the class sessions itself. Yes, children? So next we are moving to climate and vegetation of the coastal plains. So both the coastal plains experience a hot and humid climate. Hot and humid climate will be there in both the coastal plains, the eastern as well as the western coastal plains. And the crops grown here are rice, coconut, cashew nut and are two main island groups in India. They are the Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. The Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. Andaman and Nicobar Islands includes about 500 islands. So in Andaman and Nicobar Island, there are totally 500 islands. And the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are separated by 10-degree channel. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are separated by 10-degree channel. And the capital of this island is Port Blair. The capital of this island is Port Blair. The barren island is the only active volcano in India present in East Andaman. So we have a volcano too. So the name of the volcano is barren. So this volcano is active in the island, the barren island. Yes children, now we are moving to the Lakshadweep Island. So the Lakshadweep Island is smallest union territory of our country. This is not a state, this is a union territory and its capital is Kavaratti. Its capital is Kavaratti. And this island group is composed of coral deposits. As I told, corals in the sense, this is a animal in the form of plants which does not move from one place to another. That is called as corals. And rice, bananas and vegetables are grown in this region. The climate here is warm and it rains heavily during the rainy season. So this Lakshadweep Island gets more and more rain during the rainy seasons. Yes children, I hope you would have understand the lessons and you would have remembered all the important points from this lesson. Now we are moving to fill-ups. Revision part of question and answers. So first we are going to see fill-ups. So the flat low-lying land adjacent to a water body is called a coastal plains. Flat low-lying land adjacent to a water body is called a coastal plains. And Port Blair and Kavaratti are the capital cities of Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. So for Andaman and Nicobar Island, Port Blair is the capital and Lakshadweep Island, Kavaratti is the capital. And Kanyakumari is the meeting point of coastal plain in India. Kanyakumari is the meeting point of coastal plain in India. So both the coastal plains, western and eastern coastal plains, meet at Kanyakumari. And the western coast is broadest at the Gujarat coast. So the western coast is broadest. The width is very high in the Gujarat coast. The western coastal plain is narrow, rocky and rugged in nature. It is very rough in nature. The western coastal plain is narrow. Narrow means a small region and rocky and rugged in nature. Yes. Now we are moving to the one-word answers. Name the following. The point where western and eastern coastal plains meet is Kanyakumari. The point where western and eastern coastal plains meet Kanyakumari. The biggest commercial port of India is Navasheva Port. The biggest commercial port of India is Navasheva Port. The island with an active volcano in India is Barren Island. The island with an active volcano in India is Barren Island. The separation between Andaman Island and Nicobar Island is 10-degree channel. The separation of Andaman and Nicobar Island is called as 10-degree channel. And the island group composed of corals are called as atolls. The island groups composed of corals are called as atolls. So let us move on to match the following. Lakshadweep island consists of coral deposit. I will repeat again children. Kandla port, the answer is Gujarat. In Gujarat only this Kandla port is present. Second one, winter rainfall. It is in southern part of eastern coastal plains. Eastern coastal plains, the answer is alluvial soil. So alluvial soil is more fertile and which is present in the eastern coastal plains. Andaman and Nicobar island, barren island. So barren island is one of the island in Andaman and Nicobar island group. And Lakshadweep island, the coral deposit. Lakshadweep island, coral deposit. Next one is answer in detail. Answer in detail. First question is, name the divisions of the western and eastern coastal plains. Name two ports on each of these plains. So we have to say the divisions of the western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains, and we have to write two ports each. So your answer is, the western coastal plains are divided into three parts. They are Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast. The eastern coastal plains is divided into two parts, the northern Sarkars and the Coromandel coast. So the ports of each coast is Navasheva in Mumbai and Kochi in Kerala are some of the ports of western coastal plains. The Navasheva and Kochi are the two ports in the western coastal plains. Chennai and Visakhapatnam are the ports in eastern coastal plains. Chennai and Visakhapatnam are the ports of eastern coastal plains. Let us repeat it again children. The first one, the western coastal plains divisions are Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast. The eastern coastal plains is divided into two, northern Sarkars and Coromandel coast. So we have to write two ports on each coast. So the Navasheva and Kochi are the two ports in western coastal plains. Chennai and Visakhapatnam are the two ports in eastern coastal plains. The second question, describe the unique features of the western coastal plains. Describe the unique features of the western coastal plains. The most popular and beautiful beaches of the country are found along these coastal plains. So in the western coastal plains, beautiful beaches are present. For example, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Panaji, Kozhikode and Thiruvananthapuram are some of the important cities along the coast. So these are some of the important cities present in the western coastal plains. The backwaters or lagoons are the most unique feature of this coastline. The backwaters means the stagnated water which looks like a scenic place. So that is called as backwaters or lagoons. It is the most unique feature of this coastline. They mark the Malabar coast of Kerala that lies south of the Konkan coast. So this backwaters are present in the Malabar coast of Kerala, which lies below the Konkan coast. So let us repeat it again children. The unique features of western coastal plains. The most popular and beautiful beaches of the country are found along these coastal plains. In the western coastal plains there is a beautiful beach. And the flourishing cities are Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Panaji, Kozhikode and Thiruvananthapuram. The backwaters or lagoons are the most important unique feature of this coastline. They mark the Malabar coast of Kerala that lies south of the Konkan coast. Your third question is, what is an island? Write short notes on it. What is an island? And write island among the islands in Lakshadweep. Since these islands are very small and formed of corals, they are also known as atolls. So these islands are very small and formed of corals. They are also known as atolls. And coconut is the main crop cultivated here. So in this island, coconut is cultivated more. That's all about your question and answers, children. Now we are moving to the map work. So on a blank world outline map, mark the following. On a blank world outline map, mark the following. First one is island groups and 3 countries with coastline. Island groups and 3 countries with coastline. So in a world map, we must mark some island groups. So Cuba, this is the region of Cuba, which is an island. The next one, it is Sri Lanka. It is near India, which is an island. The next one, India. India is one of the country which consists of coastline. India is one of the country which consists of coastlines. Russia is also one of the country which consists of coastlines, and Australia is one of the country which consists of coastline. So the 3 countries with coastline are Russia, India, and Australia. The 2 island countries are Cuba and Sri Lanka. Cuba and Sri Lanka. Yes, that's all about your revision portion from grade 4, children. I hope you have understand each and every lessons whichever we saw